Grant Dawson joining us here on the program. Grant, how's it going, man?
What up? Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. This is like a tradition, both before and after the fight. Congratulations on the win. I actually wanted to start first with the feedback you've been getting since that win, because it wasn't the last minute. It was just a crazy knockout. Take me through, sort of what the last couple of days have been like for you.
Man, it's been awesome. It's been all positive. I've been getting a lot of, a lot more attention. I've gotten a lot more notoriety on social media. I've gotten a lot more followers, and just the respect from the people that I respect. The UFC is real happy with me. My coaches are real happy with me. I'm real happy with me. So life is good right now.
Was that the equivalent of like a Hail Mary? Like, I know, the fight was kind of close, but also like you needed to put that stamp on there to win the fight. Did you feel like that was like a football Hail Mary, so to speak?
Yeah, sure. Why not? It was. Anytime you get something like that, it's going to be amazing. Whether I did it in the first 10 seconds or the last 10 seconds, it would have been amazing. A knockout from hammer fist, from a leg lock. That's anytime you do something unique in this sport, it's awesome because everything's been done, everything's been, whatever. So it's been great, man. I'm so happy right now. I'm cloud nine.
Take me through that sequence at the end, because you were laying down the hammer fist and then all of a sudden you just see him go out. Like, what was your reaction? Or were you kind of like, oh man, I did it. It's crazy.
Well, the fight was close. And in my head, I was thinking, if I land some big shots, maybe I can get a 10-8 round.
That's right.
Maybe the fight won't be as close as it needs to be, and we can eke this out. And then I hit him, and he kind of just froze and kind of looked at me, and I was like, that's weird. So I hit him again, and then I was like, oh, that hurt him. Okay. And then his mouthpiece popped out, and I was like, one more for good measure. His mouthpiece went flying, and it was like, yo, dude, you did it. You won. He's going to stop the fight. Good job, bud. So it was awesome, and I'm just happy, man.
How did you feel in there at 155? That was obviously one of the differences, is that you had your first fight at lightweight in the UFC.
Yeah, I feel good, man. The cut was way easier. My body was I was moving everything through me, I should say, without getting too graphic. Mm-hmm. After the weight cut, and that doesn't usually happen. It usually takes me, when I go to 45, it takes me days to move things through me. Mm-hmm. And so that's super unhealthy, and it's very clear that I need to be at 55, and it's very clear that I can compete at 55. So I think we're only going to go up from here, and I think I'm going to fill into the weight class even more than I already have.
What specifically did you not like about your performance? You talked about how you weren't happy with it. I mean, you're happy with the result, obviously, but I know the overall performance. Was there anything you could kind of pinpoint where you're like, hey, I wish that would have been a little bit better?
Yeah, I wish I could have gotten him down more, and then he took me down twice. So that means a lot to me. That I was able to get right back up. I was able to fight off, and I was winning both rounds. But between you and me, that means a lot to me, and that's not something that I'm overlooking, and that's not something that I'm going to be able to sleep with at night. So it's something that I'm going to fix, and we're going to move on from here.
What surprised you in the fight from him, from something that maybe you weren't expecting in the fight?
Nothing surprised me. I was thinking he came out southpaw, which he's never done before, which was weird, but I think I know what he was doing. I think that he saw my last fight and saw how much I was kicking the calf, and he didn't want to deal with that. The issue is my calf kick is my third best weapon, and his straight right is his best weapon. So he was getting rid of his best weapon to take away my third best weapon. So I think that was a poor call on his coach's side or his side or whatever it was. But, it is what it is, and we got the job done.
How did you celebrate after the win?
We went to McDonald's and then went to bed.
Good stuff. What'd you get? Are you a Big Mac guy or quarter pounder? What do you like?
Triple cheese plain, and then triple cheese, no mustard, and then I like chicken nuggets as well. So, and we were trying to get a Shamrock Shake, but they didn't have them.
Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, because they only come around once a year, right? So you got to take advantage of it.
Have them. I've had one since then, but they didn't have them that night. Like the ice cream machine was down.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, yeah. I wasn't sure if they had stopped it because of the timing and everything. But the most important thing about this fight, man, you are $50K richer. What are you going to be doing with the money? It's a pretty big deal to get that amount of money.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm going to buy some Bitcoin, and then I think my girl and I are looking at buying a house.
Congrats! I didn't know you were a Bitcoin guy. Who got you into that? I've been on Bitcoin a couple of years now.
My girl got me into Ethereum. I'm more into Ethereum than I am Bitcoin.
I have some of that as well. We should talk some crypto sometime. I'm all in. I know Julian Marquez is into it a bit as well. It's kind of neat that everyone's kind of getting on board with it.
Is kind of getting into it, and James obviously is doing it too. So everybody wants to do what James is doing. So whatever. But honestly, before James was even into it, L was getting into it, and I bought Ethereum when it was really, really cheap. And so I'm actually 90% of my money like that I have, in coin is in Ethereum. I've got a lot of money in Ethereum, and then I like Bitcoin, but it's just so expensive. Like, it's definitely a safe buy, but you gotta like spend so much money to make any money. So I'm more into Ethereum because I think Ethereum's going to be not as big as Bitcoin, but definitely big enough to make a good investment into.
Very cool. That's nice. And then the other thing, obviously, is the call out of Clay Guida after the fight. Is there any headway on that? I know that's a fight that you wanted. He said he wanted a prospect. It seemed like the perfect call out, actually, because like you explained in the post fight interview, he wanted an up and comer. You wanted a veteran. Is there any headway on that whatsoever?
Not that I know of yet. And I don't think Clay's running from me. I don't think Clay is ducking or dodging me. I think Clay is more than willing to fight me. I think that if my name gets dropped on his table, he will say yes. I just don't think he's really big into social media. I don't think that he's really, he's probably out fishing right now.
I was just going to say, Grant, if you want to get his attention, you got to go to California, bring your fishing rod. I think he might be able to get him to sign it there. Do like a little sign on the boat type thing.
There you go. I might tag him in like some fishing videos or something like that. Maybe that'll get his attention, but I don't know, man. I definitely think the fight will happen. I think that it's something that we can do. It's just about what the UFC wants. I'm willing. He's willing, but at the end of the day, the UFC is going to get what the UFC wants, and I'm okay with that. I'm a company man. Whoever they want, I'm going to give. But they always ask me who I want to fight. I'm telling them I want Clay Guida. That fight just makes so much sense to me.
Ideal time to return. Have you thought about that yet?
Depending on who the opponent is. If it's Clay Guida, I got to get these stitches out of my head, and then we're good to go. I think I'm out for 2 weeks from training hard because of the stitches, and then let's go, so I'll just diet for the next 2 weeks and we can get it fighting. I don't got to be in super great shape, and I don't got to train for Clay because I've been watching him my whole life, so I know what to do to beat him.
There's that cool photo of you and your manager and his wife and Ellie and you all eating dinner and stuff. How much business are you talking at that table? Because I know Jason's very good with that stuff with his clients of, kind of thinking long term.
Oh man, it's all business. I reached out to Jay. One of my goals this year, my New Year's resolution goals, or whatever you want to call it, was to create better relationships with people that I look up to, with people that I respect, and people that are in my career. And so I wanted to stay in Vegas to have lunch with Jason and his wife. I told him, I was like, hey, if I gotta buy another plane ticket, if I gotta buy another hotel room, I want to do this. I want to get to know you better. I want to get to talk and stuff, and we talked game plan and stuff like that, but it was really more just connecting as two adults in the same field. So it was great. I love the dude. I love his wife, and we had a lot of fun.
What's the plan for the rest of the week? I know you got to take some time off. You can't be in the gym. What's in terms of training? So what are you going to be doing?
I think my girl and I are about to go shopping here. I think I'm going to get her something pretty, and I think I'm going to get myself something nice, and we'll go from there. But it's going to be a lot of food, and trying to keep my nutritionist off of me about what I'm eating. So.
Right, yeah. Tyler's probably texting you being like, what's up, man?
He already texted me.
Yeah. What's on the menu? What do you like eating? Like, what's going to be your favorite thing to eat over the next little bit? I'm curious.
Oh, I don't. Man, I like anything and everything. I like the crappy stuff. Like, for me, it's like, McDonald's and Burger King and pizza. Like, that's the stuff that I like. I'm not into, like, going to the fancy restaurants or anything like that. I'm sure we'll do it. I do like Fogo de Chão. I don't know if you've.
I haven't had it, but I'm also in Canada where I'm very sheltered. So there you go.
Okay, that it's a steak place. They got like all kinds of steak. It's a Brazilian steakhouse. So good. We might go there tonight. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it.
There you go, Grant. Thanks so much for the time, man. Anyone you want to thank? Any sponsors? Any social media? I'll give you the last word.
All I really want to say, guys, is I did something new for this fight camp, and what I did was I started a YouTube channel, and I have 7 little documentary videos out of my entire camp. So if you guys want to go see what I was doing, how I was training for this fight, my mentality during the camp for this fight, and who I was training with, get on there, go like and subscribe. It really helped me out, and I think there's a lot of great content on there that people would enjoy.